Okay, now is it gonna work? I'm just trying to get my TikTok to work. 1 second, everybody. We going? We're going? We're on TikTok? We're on TikTok? We're on TikTok. Okay. We're doing this thing. We are on TikTok Live. We are on YouTube Live with a horizontal screen today. And we are on Twitch as well. Let me get my chat popped out here. Oh wait, I can also look at that for my chat too. I can go here. All right. I hope everybody's having a good day so far. A good week so far. My Twitch is laggy, maybe. My TikTok, I mean. What is the problem here? It's given it enough bitrate from my end here. I'm refreshing. I hope that didn't mess everything up. Now it seems to be working. I hope the audio and stuff's working on it. We'll see. It doesn't give me a lot of stuff on Restream to see what is going out, right? Look at me shuffling upside down. What is that? Who does that? Anyways, I am dad jokes. Oh, I need to go to chat on here. There we go. I have a TikTok chat. And who knows if anybody's even going to come by my TikTok. And I cannot see if anybody's coming by with this Restream software. It's not showing me the all the bullshit that TikTok Studio gives me. So, man, I was really hoping to use this instead of TikTok Studio. Might just not work for me. Well, we're listening to some local music. I've got my Spokane hip hop playlist going. We're gonna just get started with me doing a tarot reading for myself. What kind of magic do I need to look for in my week? What kind of good things are gonna be coming my way? Using the pot tarot again. It's just a fun deck. I just like to use it, so I do. Oh, you know what? I didn't post any of my socials. So let's go ahead and take a second and do that, okay? Get a little caught up, just blah blah blah, right? All right. So wait, can I see my TikTok here? It says I'm live. Will it say I'm live? Oh, can't really do because I'm like live on TikTok, but when I'm on my TikTok, I can't see it. Which is crazy. I don't need to be on TikTok anyway. All right, so I hope everybody's enjoying the little local music that we're listening to today. I'm I'm just posting to my Instagram real quick that I am doing this, right?
Hello there.
Hey, beauty. Good to see you. Okay, let's see if I, let's clear, open. Spell words. Just spell words. Right? All right. Then I'm going to do this little reading for myself. So here we go. Let's do this. Shuffle this bitch. All right. So has everybody had a dude? See, that's a problem when you start calling me daddy. Now Frosty Tools says daddy, and we don't want that. I'm gonna have to go into the Frosty Tools AI and say, don't ever call me daddy. Stupid AI. I am yours forever, and you're mine forever. Silly. Okay, so I got the Ten of Wands, which is like just like too many things. Like, it's a warning that maybe like, don't make sure you don't take on more than you can handle, right? Which is a good warning for me, right? Know my limits. Don't take on too much more than you can handle, and it makes a lot of sense. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So, right, ten of Wands. It's the Ten of Joints here, obviously, right? But the Ten of Wands is about usually you'll show a guy with like 10 wands on his back, right? And he's carrying them all weird. Sometimes it's like, I mean, I could carry these joints better if I lined them up and put them in a little box. It wouldn't be too many joints, right? You can't really see with the sunlight there. But it wouldn't be too many joints if I like line these up and put them in a box. But just in your hands like this is too much, right? So it's a warning to like either reorganize or like organization would really help me probably. This is probably less of a call to me to it's less of a call for me to take on less than it is to maybe get my shit together a little bit. If I line these joints up and put them in a box, get all your shit, put it all your shit together in one place, get your shit together, right? That's like maybe more of what that card is telling me right now. Okay, and the next one that we've got here is the Knight of Pipes. Okay, pipes are swords, right? The Knight of Swords is about just going after what you want, right? The Knight of Swords is going to go get what he wants. He's very direct. and he's going to use his words, and he gets what he wants. So I think it's probably just asking me to be probably a little bit more aggressive in my just day-to-day dealings with, how I approach things. I just need to be a little bit more, have a little more initiative, right? The King of Swords, I like to look in the Tattoo Tarot. I also have a few other books that I use, right? But this depiction here is the Knight of Pipes, right? The Knight of Swords. It's fearless and bold. When inspiration strikes, he'll immediately jump into action. Nothing will stop him from making his point and achieving his goals. Quick to act, quick to speak. To a fault, he rarely thinks through these actions and may have a short fuse with others. Okay. Your ambition, drive, and quick wit are indeed impressive. Make sure to think through your ideas before you act or speak too harshly. You have a lot to offer, but choose your words wisely. A battle may not be necessary. A conversation may suffice. I'm well. Thank you for the follow. I could do a reading for you. So what I usually ask, Flysomia, is just for you to hit exclamation point and join, and that would get you into the queue, right? And then you'll be the first person in the queue. So as soon as I'm done with my reading here, I'll get onto yours, okay? If anybody that's watching on, like, say, TikTok or on YouTube here, you guys can always just say you want to join with like a. See, there we go. And you're just next. So the next thing that I'll have you prepare for me is just whether you have a question or not, and then also, do you want to my way of energetically connecting with you is you sending me your last 4 emojis, or if you're on your PC, it could be your last 4 Twitch emotes. If you don't have access to your last 4 emojis, just send me some emojis, right? It doesn't have to be much. It's just like my way of feeling like I'm energetically connecting to you. It might sound silly, but hey, we're all silly here. So Knight of Swords, go after what I want, but don't be a dick about it, right? I just feel like emojis are like the hieroglyphics. They're all a language. Everybody understands emojis. So like you sending them, it's kind of like just it's a cool power exchange, and it's a neat way for me to feel like I am connecting with my people, because I hardly know you, Flysomia. The next card I got is the Justice card, right? And it shows a scale. The Justice card is a card that I sometimes struggle with reading, right? Because it's got multiple meanings. And the cards that have a lot of meanings, I'm like, where does that fit for me right now, right? So, Justice shows us the value of a fair, thought-through, balanced decision-making process. An open mind and a strong dedication to your morals are an absolute necessity when a hard decision has to be made. Justice reminds us to be patient and stay true to ourselves when answers are unclear. Do not jump to a conclusion based on emotions. Give yourself time to think through your situation fully before making a decision. If your heart is being pulled in many directions, weigh your options objectively and carefully. Do not rush. Do not let others bully you into a choice. Stay true to yourself and your morals. So it's like about balancing what I want to do, right? And taking my time. Which is kind of opposite of what the Knight of Swords here is, right? The Justice card can also a lot of times just mean that, like, it's like kind of a emotionless karma, right, that is coming your way. So you can also remember that. Good things usually come from the Justice card, but you'll probably sometimes see some like karma happen in your life. Okay, the next card is Death, right? So the Death card is, here it shows somebody like putting out a joint. It's a skeleton hand, right? It's like the end of one time and the beginning of another. And it's always scary, the idea of the ending of something. The Death card coming up, who knows what that could mean. But I'll definitely keep an eye out for any like things ending. And when things end, it obviously gives you a lot of space for new opportunities, right? So, interesting. So the Death card is like, a lot of times when you get the Death card, it's like saying you're going to like look back at this time, and it's going to be like, before this time and after this time, you're going to be able to patently see the difference between the two times, you know, like that's when it all changed, right? A lot of people get scared because they think somebody's going to die when the Death card comes up, but I have gotten way past that fear. Do not fear the end of the cycle. In order to grow, you must shed your old self and push forward. Death comes as a sometimes startling reminder of the ever-flowing cycles we are surrounded by daily. In order for your next chapter to begin, the previous one must end. This can feel painful, but confusion and grief are all part of moving forward. Death reminds us to acknowledge those feelings and prepare to move past them. Open yourself to a beautiful new beginning. Interesting. Hey, Aaron, how are you? You'll be second in the queue. Good to see you, friend. Using the Pot Tarot again. Okay, and the last card I got is my favorite card in the deck. It is the Strength card. See that? We're talking about personal inner strength. We're talking about... it's been a good week so far. I mean, I had a headache really bad on Sunday. Yesterday was chill. Today wasn't too bad. It was nice out. It's a little bit too hot. Might have a topless stream coming up here. Strength card, right? And it shows this big, strong edible. The strength card is like mental fortitude. It could be called fortitude. In some decks, I've seen it called fortitude, right? Because strength isn't the whole... It's not about these muscles, right? It's about... It's about, like, how can you control yourself, right? Because controlling yourself doesn't mean it's hot 24/7. Yeah, I bet. It's just, we're like northern Idaho, so it's just now getting kind of warmer. But it's like, you know, the strength of knowing when to not lash out, when to just like be calm, when to be yourself, right? So like one way I like to say it is everybody has a lion, some primal part of themselves, and some people like keep that lion like caged up and they never use it, right? And it takes strength to let it out sometimes. But the main thing is that there is some people let it run around and like ruin all their relationships, etc., right? And or ruin their own lives, right? Because they just let their lion run around. It takes strength to rein in that lion. If anybody's watching on Twitch or YouTube, you can see we've got my own little lion back here sleeping on my blanket. You got Tito right there. I put the blanket there strategically so he'd be sleeping there during stream. How cool is that? How predictable is that cat? Dumbass. He fell right into my plans. Well, anyways, my reading's pretty good. It says don't take on too much. Make sure you're organizing your shit. Go after what you want, but don't be a dick about it. It says, you know, be patient here. Well, I folded it up into a square and I patted it, and he is watching me. So, I mean, that's how I do it. That, you know, this is gonna pass. I gotta shed my old self to move on to the new. So there's parts of me that I have to say bye to. And then the strength card is just saying you've got the strength to do that, you know, and you've got the strength just for your day to day. You can do this. You can do this, right? I hope my TikTok chat is coming through on Restream. I really hope so. Actually, I'm gonna... Who's calling me? Oh, my dad. I can't do it. Hey, how are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. So we're gonna go ahead and hit that next button, but I don't have to hit the next button because it is our newest friend's Fly Slomia's turn, right? But it's good to see you, Tori. Thanks for dropping by. Full zombie mode. It's kind of how I feel. I've been waking up so early and just like, what the fuck am I doing? I need more sleep than this. And then I'm up to midnight again. Yeah, the world's pretty heavy right now, right? I think gravity's a little extra, maybe. They turned up the difficulty a little bit. I can relate. I can relate. I can relate. Yeah, but you also chronic illness too. I mean, I know that's hard for you. Yeah, my car's being stupid right now too. So Flyslomia, did you send me your emojis yet? And do you have a question for me? If anybody knows, Patricia is her car. Oh, okay. Ads? You're getting ads midstream? Makes me want to just run some ads to get people away from the ads. Oh, you probably got ads if you like left and came back. Yeah, sorry about the ads. They barely pay my bills. They don't, actually. What? You get ads if you're on Prime? No? That doesn't make any sense. I hate that. It's like they take every little bit away from us. Okay, Flysomia, can I get your question in your last 4 emojis, friend? Yeah, I know you're new. So, do you have a question for me, friend? Or do you just want a general reading? We can just do a general reading. Oh, that's so sweet of him. You can give somebody with a Prime subscription a Big Boy subscription? That's crazy. What happens with the Prime money, I wonder? Do you get to reuse your Prime somewhere else? Because, hey. Good to see you, Mag. Good to see you. Okay, it's a love question. Okay, all right. There's some emojis. Okay, so let's just do like a little bit of a future reading for you. And I see your emojis there, Flosomia. Okay. My Prime has always gotten me no ads. That must be a brand new thing because it sucks. Okay, so I have shuffled this enough times. I usually try to do at least 7. Let's go ahead and do this. You guys can probably hardly hear the music, huh? All right. Okay, so the first card that we've got here is the Temperance card for you, Flyslow.
Thank you.
Oh, we got a subscription. Let's fucking go. Don't call me out on being late. Oh. Thank you so much, Mag. I appreciate you, King. I appreciate you. You're the man. I appreciate you. I never asked you how your driver's license stuff's going. So, Temperance, right? And it shows, like, you know, all this junk food and the 420. Like, it's about balance, right? You want to make sure that... Oh, and then we get a sub for the Prime. You did have it. You're the best. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're awesome. 2 of them. 2 of them. Let's go. Well, you still get ads probably, but I appreciate the sub Prime. I mean the Prime sub. So anyways, Temperance, it's about, you know, finding this balance of things, you know. It's telling you can enjoy things in life. So in this kind of context, right? The like love context, Temperance is a good card. I feel like it's more of telling us just kind of where you're at right now. Take your time. It's telling you to be patient with this, right? So your third eye can only open when you have calmed the static surrounding you. Take the necessary time to focus on your goals. Despite the chaos and noise, you may feel trapped. It's impossible to find peace. Look through the noise, maintain a steady hand, and pour your energy into finding a more balanced life, okay? So I think it's calling for I feel like you've been patient, okay? Is what this is saying. Like, you've been patient, you've been building this, right? And it's, I don't know if like you've been patient or it's been like a lot of patience, but that, you know, anytime you start something with patience, it's gonna flourish, right? So make sure you're maintaining that balance, right? And it may be telling us that like the relationship might flourish a little bit more if your balance, if your balance is like making sure that it's the relationship is, you're not so independent, right? Dependent. You want to make sure you're fostering your own independence, right? The next card is the Moon card. Okay, it's about like trusting your intuition, right? You're probably having dreams about it. Your intuition's trying to tell you something. You want to shine a light on those thoughts, right? You want to because you really have like a divine feminine power, so you can actually like use your own intuition to discern, really, like you have a feeling already, right? Oh, that's good to hear. I love that, Magnus. I love that. So and the next one that we've got is the Nine of Buds, right? And here in this version of the Nine of Buds, it shows like all these plants. It's like the Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so we're talking about um this is like a really good card. This is showing like um working hard towards a goal, right? This is like a long-term feeling, right? This it's really like it a warning of like the only warning that comes with this one is like a little bit of like, do you really need all that luxury? Nine of Pentacles asks this question on relationships to the lavish and luxurious. You know, this card, she gets a little bit bitter about this, I feel like, right? Because this to me, nine of Pentacles means like you're not worrying about like money, you're not worrying about like let's go Pentacles. So here we're seeing you've integrated the factors of your life into a secure base. Now you're enjoying money, resources, physical energy, smooth, plenty around you, material well-being. So it feels like the feeling of building a future, right? Okay, and then I just had this card. It's the Justice card, okay? And this is like I would say in this aspect, Justice is really so this is like telling you to like I'm not that kind of father. My kids call me father though sometimes. So Justice, this is like asking you to be patient, right? And I feel like it's still with the Temperance, and I know you've been patient. But it feels like there's just this is the time for moderation in all things, for creating harmony to facilitate relationships. Maybe called to arbitrate for others. No, but I feel like the Justice card here is just telling you that like just more patience. You're gonna be like kind of waiting for that karmic payback, right? Oh, your confession. Okay, I get it. I wasn't reading Frosty. I'm sorry. Okay, so the next card that we've got here is it's the Ten of Swords. Okay, this card signals like a real sense of like disappointment. Swords, that like the pipes here are the swords, right? And it shows like all of these broken pipes. Like imagine if you like just broken a bunch of pipes, right? It's really in this future position here, it's definitely something that like I feel like you feel something bad looming, right? There's a sense here that this can be avoided, right? You need to use your intuition here do your hard work for the 9 of Pentacles, right? And be patient. If you rush this, you could like Elmira it. You get what I'm saying? No, the joints are wands. So let's take a look at the 10 of Swords here. 10 of Swords represents the times in our lives when things appear to have gotten as bad as they can get. The pain of the 10 can feel very real and intense. However, it could be questionable whether the energy might be a little bit exaggerated, right? Let yourself rejoice in the fact that the situation is really as bad as it's going to get. Your pain is real. But focus your eyes on the future. Let the drama of yesterday fade into the past. So I feel like we're going to do at least one more card here for you, friend. Okay. And then this one is the Ace of Pipes, which is the Ace of Swords, right? The Ace of Swords is like, just wait for that inspiration and take it, right? So you're going to know when things are going to progress like that. I feel like it's just telling you to be patient and just wait for your intuition to tell you when the moment is, okay? We've got the moon here telling you to trust your intuition, and the Ace of Pipes is like the Ace of Swords. It's like the universe is handing you this idea, okay? What up, Nox? Good to see you. Was it Wendy's chili? I'm just joking. I hope it was a delicious bowl of homemade chili. So anyways, so it's calling for more patience and hard work, Fly. It could definitely not work, you know, if you apply too much like pressure here. I feel like you really have to wait for the right moment. I love some Wendy's chili. It's delicious. But thank you so much, Fly, for stopping by. I appreciate you. We are doing tarot readings tonight with the Pot Tarot. All right, so we are going to go ahead and hit the next button. I think we've got Aaron 7894 in the queue. So our friend Aaron, been a real regular around here. Great support. How are you doing? What is the game? Okay, yeah, so let's check that. Okay, nice. You got some emojis for me too. I appreciate it. So we're listening to this is 8 p.m. PST by the Affiliated Crew out of Spokane. It's a pretty good song. There's like one verse on here I don't really dig. Ooh.
Sorry.
The whole stream got a nice little.
I'm trying to get my cord as fast as I can.
Well, you can just tell me, and I could have like went to a screen if you wanted.
Fine.
Oh, yeah, everybody see Tito in the background?
We just got some booty.
We'll distract with the cat. There's Tito in the back. After she knows the game. Is this the game that like everybody like was like, oh, you lost the game? Because I never even started playing it, and then like all of a sudden like in like the 2018 people are like, you lost the game, and I'm like, I don't know, this seems pretty stupid. The game was to not think about it. I would have lost that immediately. How do you not think about something? Y'all lost it. That sounds like capitalism. All right, so we're doing a reading starting off here for Aaron. It's about a potential person, right? We met somebody. What's the vibes, right? Okay, so the first one we've got here is like collaboration. Hey Mandy, good to see you, Queen. Thanks for dropping by. It's the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Buds, okay? And it shows the grinder, and it's like you're gonna put these buds together and they're going to be a joint, right? So you're gonna put these buds together and like, so this is calling for like collaboration. You might be working with him in a group. Or you're collaborating with this guy in some other manner. Like you met him, I don't know. No, pipes are swords. The joints are wands. And then bongs are cups. Okay. So yeah, so this looks good, Aaron. We've got the Magician next. We've got the Magician in the chat, Nox, right? The Guru. And we've got the Magician right here. You see the joint, the pipe, the bud, and the bong. It's like having all of the tools, right? It's like having all of the tools, right? You have all the tools for this, okay? I feel like there's definitely a good vibe here with the Three of Pentacles and then the Magician here. Okay, and then next we've got the Seven of Wands, right? Seven of Wands, I feel like there's a bit of generally the Seven of Wands would show a person defending themselves, right? They have the wand, and then there's 6 wands coming at them, and they're standing there defending themselves against the 7 wand, somebody coming at them, and it's meant that you're like supposed to be putting yourself in a position to. You might be put in a position where you have to like defend yourself in a way, right? Stick up for yourself. Let's look right here real quick. The 7 of Wands. But the thing is about this, it's like you need to push through this because you're gonna get what you want, right? Standing up for yourself and your ideas despite opposition. Tensions rise in the face of competition. 7 reminds us to stand tall and fight for what we want. Do not veer away from confrontation. Now's the time to stand up for what you believe in and push through your competition. If you want to be heard, you have to make some noise. Do not sit quietly on the sidelines as you watch your opportunities slip away. Okay? You have to be assertive here. I feel like. I think we have talked about maybe that in previous readings, like love readings, the idea that you'd have to be a little bit more assertive and a little bit go-getting, right? Maybe stepping outside of your comfort zone a little bit. But then we've got the Queen of Swords, okay? And Queen of Swords is all about clarity, okay? This is telling you to make yourself very clear, okay? A lot of these boys have no... Oh, did Tito leave the stream? Oh. No, that's okay. The Queen of Swords... Okay, so I mean it's talking about being very clear, okay? He's like the 7 of Swords is telling you there's competition, right? I mean the 7 of Wands is telling you there's competition. The Queen of Swords is telling you that you need to be very clear, right? And the last card that we've got here is the Empress, right? The Empress is right, it's about that like divine feminine. It's about that springtime new birth of things energy, right? So I really feel like if you put yourself out there, this could be the start of something good for you, Aaron. You got to shoot your shot though, I feel like, because this Empress card is all about new beginnings, right? And I mean, a lot of times it would be like, you know, even like talking about pregnancies or births or springtime or just new starts and stuff like that, right? So I definitely see potential here for you. Just make sure that you're using your words, right? Shoot your shot. It's telling me like, do you work with him, or is it a out of work relationship? Because I feel like there's some collaboration going here. But the magician telling you, you know, you've got the skills to, you got the energy to beat this fight, you know, I mean, like, to win the competition, because you are the magician, right? Use your words, and then it'll be like this nice new start for you. Oh, okay. Well, maybe some sort of collaboration would be a good start for you then. Maybe that's what the one is telling me. But anyways, thank you so much, Aaron. I appreciate you. We're gonna go ahead and next. I think it's just Mandy Can. Oh, okay, Tori's turn. Of course, of course. So Maternal Cynic's turn. All right. So just as you know, I get your last 4 emojis, and then hit me with what your question is, right? Good deck for my fellow stoner friend. I got some really good stuff today by Viking. Question is, what the fuck? Okay, yeah. I mean, no, that's good. Good. It sounds good. You have cornbread with your chili, Nox? My wife makes a killer chili, and she makes a killer cornbread. I've made a chili a couple times, and it's always really good, but I'm not like, I make the chili. You have tortillas with it, then? Okay, yeah, we can just see what the cards want to say to you. Do you eat it out of a jalapeno? I say jalapeno extra white. Jalapeno. I do that just to... Okay, nice, nice. But no cornbread. At least I don't say jalapeno. I can't just switch and start saying jalapeno. I can't do it. I can't just start saying jalapeno. Yeah? Did you make the chili, Nox? We just get the little boxes of Jiffy. They're like 50 cents. And I mean, I think my wife has some sort of recipe where she puts like vanilla pudding or something in it. And I don't know, in the cast iron, and it gets the bottom all yummy, and she'll put some jalapenos in there. Yeah. Okay, so the first card that we've got here for you, Tori, is the 6 of Wands, right? Which is like some sort of like, it is, and it's funny because it says down here at the bottom, it says number 1 stoner. Well, I mean, cornbread's hardly a bread. It's a cake. It's a pie. I mean, it's just, it's so easy. You just batter it up. And it's funny because it says it literally says number 1 stoner underneath this reward. So, I mean, it's telling you that, like, at least you're going to get some recognition for all this. You know, sometimes that's not like the best thing, but there's gonna be some, like, you know, Page of Pipes, right? Page of Pipes, it shows the little, look at this, the baby pipe. It is the apple pipe. Kid's first pipe, right? No, 6 of Wands. It's the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is recognition, right? 6 of Wands is like, it'll show like the guy on the horse coming home from beating the dragon energy, right? It's like everybody's cheering for this person. So like, it's the vibe of you worked hard to get to where you're sitting now. You should be grateful for the love you're being shown, right? Achieve greatness, being commended for our efforts. Okay, and then we've got the Page of Swords, right? The Page of Swords is like welcome news or new ideas, right? The news you've been waiting for is on its way. When your message arrives, it'll be crystal clear and there'll be no doubts left in your mind. Keep your eyes open and allow the news to take you in a new direction if needed. Embrace change, be fearless, and adapt to new situations you'll be invited into. My first card is usually just where you're at. For like people that like are supporters, I do a 5-card spread, but it just tells a story, right? Oh, I got you. The news you've been waiting for is on its way. When your message arrives, it'll be crystal clear and there will be no doubts left in your mind. Keep your eyes open and allow the news to take you in a new direction if needed. Embrace change, be fearless, adapt to new situations you'll be invited to, right? So it's like your message is going to be very clear, okay? And you've been waiting for some sort of message. And like it says, if you just need to embrace it, whatever it is, because it's going to be good for you in the long run. No, Page of Pipes. There's no ace. I'm sorry if I said ace. I say ace sometimes when I'm reading Page. Oh, look, Tito's behind me again. I put that blanket there strategically so he'll sit on it. He's the real star of the show. You can hardly see him on TikTok. I'm sorry, TikTok. I don't think anybody even came by my TikTok at all. No, you're good. The next card here is Strength. Okay. I got this card today too. Strength story. This is about having that fortitude, right? If anybody's got this, you've got this. In this depiction, it shows the 1,000 milligram chocolate bar, right? Your daily dose. But in reality, it's talking about the lion we all have inside of us, right? If you haven't been standing up for yourself enough, it's telling you to maybe stand up for yourself, all right? But and if you've been keeping that lion in the closet and it hasn't been, you're not letting it do its job, you got to let it out, right? But if you're letting the lion run around and do its own thing and kind of ruin things, sometimes you need to reel that back in. We got to know to balance, right? So like letting that your dark, like for instance, like maybe your dark side, your primal side, whatever side that like you're trying to like keep away from everybody, kind of somebody has to be there, right? So finding that balance. The strength is about balance, right? So knowing when to stick up to for yourself and also knowing when to just, reel it in just a little bit. But the strength card says you've got this. If anybody's got this, I mean, you've got this, right? Unfortunately, it sucks being the strong person all the time, but sometimes that's what it takes. And that's what this next card is kind of saying too. It's the King of Swords, right? King of Swords is like, is the astro sign for strength Leo or Sagittarius? I would be guessing it would be Leo. Is it the 8th? I don't know. I'm not fully on the astrological tarot. Oh, I think you're next, Mandy. I got a couple more cards here, and you'll be next, babe. You can go exclamation point list. But Tori, we're talking about King of Swords is just a boss, right? But this is the second swords that we've gotten here, right? The second swords house, right? Take charge of your domain, continue to grow your empire. You're strong, smart, capable of anything. Ignore the opinions of those who think you too overly focused and dry. You know what makes you tick, and you enjoy the battles you fight. right? You kind of love all this. Lean into it. You are that king of pipes. You are that king of pipes. So look out for that clarity, right? You've got the strength. The strength right here next to the king of pipes, I really feel like is like powerful. And the next card that we've got here for you is the Lovers card, right? So I don't know if there's like some relationship stuff going on, but there's a choice. Okay. The Lovers card is always about a choice. It's about and usually it's a choice about a person, right? So I was reading a book. It was called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, right? And it's about, my YouTube is lagging. That doesn't matter so much because nobody's watching, but I don't like seeing the little thing go in a circle. But anyways, so the Lovers cards, it's about a choice, and it's usually about a choice of a person, right? You have that one on my shelf. So, oh, the Gandalf pipe, is that one that you have on the shelf? This one here? Enjoy the journey of growing this relationship, but watch out for temptation and keep your feet on the ground. Maintain a strong relationship with yourself first and foremost. The lovers in this card can relate to any relationship, a relationship between two lovers, two friends, or even your relationship with yourself. The growth of this relationship's rapid, passionate, enveloping. And it's kind of like, oh, the book. Oh, okay. Nice. Are you talking about this book? Sorry, I'm a little baked. Okay, so it looks like my YouTube is. Oh, just 1 second, chat. All right, it looks like. We're just gonna